We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 6 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced $36 million in grants for 67 local park projects. The funding comes through the Open Space Land Acquisition and Development Program, which has awarded more than $675 million since 1986. U.S. Representative Mike Bost is praising a 7-2 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives him standing to challenge an Illinois election law. The lawsuit targets rules allowing some mail-in ballots to be counted up to 14 days after Election Day. A new report says Illinois auto insurance rates will drop more than 4% in 2026 while premiums rise nationwide. House Speaker Emanuel Welch and Secretary of State Alexi Janulius support insurance regulation as a priority. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
In the NFL playoffs this weekend, it's the divisional round of the playoffs. 2 games Saturday, 2 more on Sunday. On Saturday afternoon, the Denver Broncos will play at home against the Buffalo Bills. Broncos were the number 1 seed in the AFC. They had the week off last week. Seahawks also got a bye as the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks will play at home on Saturday night as they meet the San Francisco 49ers. Sunday afternoon, the New England Patriots are at home. They'll meet the Houston Texans. And Sunday night, the Bears in Chicago will host the Los Angeles Rams. John Harbaugh close to an agreement with the New York Giants to be the next head coach of the Giants.
The sports update brought to you by Progressive. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chris Campbell on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Chick-fil-A's new Frosted Sodas and Floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new Frosted Sodas and Floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice cream to make a new frosted soda or float With the mix of the Ice Dream and Soda Fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare's St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to WRMN, your trusted voice in the Fox River Valley for over 75 years. We bring you fact-based news, good faith discussions, and entertainment that brings people together. From national headlines to local stories, WRMN is your home for thoughtful dialogue and community engagement. No matter the time of day, where you're listening from, or who you are always welcome here. Thanks for making us a part of your day. This is the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Broadcasting across the Fox River Valley on WRMN 1410 AM. This is your reminder. Morning radio is supposed to be fun. Things are about to get loud, weird, and totally WRMN. Clear your morning. This show's got plans for you. It's the WRMN Morning Show, where every day starts with a laugh. Unpredictable, unforgettable, and unapologetically local. Strap in, Fox River Valley. The show starts now.
welcome back to a Thursday edition of the WRMN Morning Show with me, Susie C., and Elliot, the L Train Serrano. How are we both running a little behind this morning, El?
I don't know. I got up in plenty of time.
Same.
I took a nice leisurely shower, let the dog out. She was even at the back door waiting to be let back in. It was cold.
What time do you normally get up?
4:30.
Okay, yeah. I'm up by like about 4:20.
Yeah, something like
My
that.
dog, I had to like force her this morning. I'm like, let's go, let's go.
I've got my morning routine down. I used to get up at 4 because the dog would move so slow.
Money.
Now, for even before my alarm goes off, she's up. She wakes up. She's like, okay, I'm ready to go out. So I get up, let her out, brush my teeth, get things together. If I'm not having my Dunkin', I make my coffee. And then, I'm out the door. Luckily, when the weather's not bad, it's a 15-minute drive here from home to the station. On days when the weather is bad, it's about 20, 25 minutes because I don't want to go too fast.
It took me a long time to get home yesterday. So the blowing and drifting, I mean, there were spots where I could only do about 25 miles an hour. And then I got home, and I was supposed to go see my mom. And so was my daughter in Evanston, and she called me. She's like, I don't know if it's a good idea. I go, no, I'm telling you, I'm not going either. Not worth it. It was so bad. Well, then a second storm kicked up around like 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I could not see out the windows of the Mobile Marriott.
Yikes.
Like it really, and the snow was going straight sideways. I'm like, yep, good idea not to go. So I called my mom, and she's like, no, do not come if it's that bad. I'm like, no, we'll come Sunday morning. But it got wicked for a bit there. And then all of a sudden, the clouds parted, and the sun came out. And I'm like, is she having a hot flash? Like, what is happening with Mother Nature?
God is having a hot flash.
Freezing, and then she's sweating. I don't know what to do.
The angels were singing. A beam of light came through the clouds.
Literally, it was very weird like that. Yeah. So.
Well, while we're on the subject of the weather, why don't we take a look at our WRMN Morning Show weather report today? It's breezy this morning, otherwise some sunshine giving way to clouds. Snow at night will lead to slippery travel with a high of 26. Tonight we have intermittent snow and flurries accumulating an inch or two, breezy, light, deteriorating road conditions. Plan for a slow and slippery morning commute. Then the following morning, we're going to hit a low of 24 overnight. And then going into Friday, we're looking at snow again, about up to an inch, a high of 35 and a low of 17. Saturday, a high of 20 and a low of 4, with some snow showers. And on Sunday, the day of the Bears facing the LA Rams, we're looking at a little snow in the evening. But
I don't think the Widow Whams are ready for the cold.
I'll tell you, I don't think anyone's ready for this cold. Even our guys. I mean, let's be honest. Okay, high of 19, a low of 1 on Sunday. I mean, we do talk about quote unquote bear weather, but the truth is,
this is extreme bear weather.
This is bear weather. Well, okay, so we are again the official home of the Chicago Bears in the Fox River Valley. So it pains me to say this, that the term bear weather is a fallacy on two fronts. One, San Francisco 49ers came and took that bear weather away a long time ago, back in '89. They came here, they came to Soldier Field, they trounced our Chicago Bears, led by my all-time favorite Chicago Bears quarterback, Jim McMahon. Jim McMahon went up against them, got knocked out of the playoffs in the NFC Championship. So that was the one thing. The second thing, even when let's say when the Patriots would come here, they did that during the Brian Urlacher era. They came here again, and Brian Urlacher even made the comment, "Yeah, they came here during bear weather." He did the
air quotes,
bear weather, and they beat our butts. So, that's a thing that it's fun to talk about. As far as the stories go. But here's the other problem, and this is just the nerd in me. Scientifically speaking, unless you're a polar bear, bears go into hibernation in the winter. This is the time of the year when they go to sleep, where they eat a bunch of food to get nice and fat. They're like us.
Isn't that what we do?
That's like during a game.
We bulk up.
We overeat, and then we lie down for a while.
For as long as we can.
As long as we can. So that's what
so
bears do.
You just have to pee so bad. Like you're talking yourself out of peeing. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Hey, and what time do we want to announce our little our little surprise.
Let's do that. Let's do that when we have more people listening. Yes, we do have kind of a big announcement.
It's a big one.
It's a huge one. In fact,
Elliot's not engaged. I'm not pregnant. It's bigger than that.
And I'm not pregnant, and she's not engaged.
Exactly. But it's a big one. It's a big one.
We have a big one that we're going to announce. We'll do that at the 8 o'clock hour. So
Okay, that's perfect.
Big announcements about the programming
So we'll do
here
that
at WRMN.
around the same time.
As what am I putting in my mouth?
And we've got a couple
today?
of interesting.
Man, Todd pulled up this morning. He went, here, got a trick or treat for you. He handed me a plastic Ziploc bag with some things in it. I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Apparently, I'm putting that in my mouth today.
Well, I will tell you that after last week, and things were kind of off-putting last week. What did you put in your mouth last week, Al?
What did I? It was the Vegemite.
Yeah, so this week I went a little nicer. Well, I didn't, and not that I did the Vegemite thing, it was bad. I just watched all these people in Australia talk about it and how good it is, so I assumed it was delicious.
And in the interest of fairness, I did give you crap, and I slagged you a bit, and even your friends came to your defense online.
We didn't know.
No. I did want to try it. I mean, I did.
I've always wondered what
I've always wondered what Vegemite was like.
Yes.
So I can't blame anybody but myself.
Right, and I wanted to try it as well. So, and I did in back, had to come out with a straight face.
Yeah, right.
But today we're gonna go a little nicer, a little less shocking to the palate.
Oh, there we go.
As we should say.
It shocks the palate.
Shocks the palate.
Well, we're going to try to not shock your palate too much on this WRMN morning show. Take a short break, and when we come back, it's Susie C's question of the day and the toast and jam. We'll be right back.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service. Better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
I know we're at an at-will state, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what? You're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
Handle on the Law. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
It is now time for our toast and jam. And right now, I am going to toast all the city workers who are going to be out salting, shoveling, making sure that your commutes are safe, because over the course of the next few days, it's on and off snow, and Indiana's getting pummeled. So you know what? I am toasting all the city workers. Try to stay warm and don't be as cold as ice. Coffee's up, everybody.
You're throwing away a fortune in feelings, but someday you'll pay. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You want paradise, but someday you'll pay the price. I know.
Okay, the lead singer kind of looks like he should have a robe on.
Yeah.
Didn't he kind of look like that guy? Only there with the curly hair.
You talking about like a wrestling robe? Like
No,
he's
for
the,
him puts the lotion on the basket.
Oh.
Doesn't he kind of look like him in that video?
it puts the lotion on. Oh, it gets the hose again.
Right? Tell me I'm wrong. Did he kind of look like him there?
Kind of. No, it does kind of
Okay,
look like it. Yeah,
but there.
A little bit of Buffalo Bill going there. Yeah.
Maybe it was the style back then.
yeah.
So there we go. We are toasting to all our city workers that are going to go out in the next few days and make sure that your commutes are safe out in the cold. You know, sometimes I have friends who work for Hampshire, and sometimes they're out there 14, 15 hours a day. You know, they stop, they take a break for safety, but then they head right back out, and it's crazy. So I know we're going to be getting snow on and off for the next few days, but did you hear about Indiana? Ooh, baby, they're getting sick. They're getting 6 to 7 inches, 6 to 7.
Ain't nothing I want about Indiana.
No. Here, should the Bears move to Indiana? Will you still be a Bears fan if they move to Indiana?
Well, I mean, a Bears fan, maybe, but will they be a Chicago Bears team? No, they'll be the Indiana Bears at that point.
No. Icky nap. No, we're not
No.
letting it happen.
They'll be the Indiana Bears. You can't call them the Chicago Bears at that point. Sorry. Yeah, it's the whatever.
And they'll be the Munsters of the
Munsters
Midway.
of the Midway.
And
Although the Munsters, I did enjoy the Munsters, which makes me
and I do enjoy Munster cheese.
which makes me think about today's question, the question of the day. Man, were you thinking about me when you came up with this question?
Well, so 58 Mike was going to come on with us this morning, and he wanted this question, and I tried to get a hold of him. And by the time I posted, it was too late. Not only did he lose his friend, George, but his aunt, who also passed away yesterday, and she was 100.
Wow.
So he messaged me late last night. I was sleeping, and he said, could we postpone or change the date? So I had already posted the question, so I'll have 58 pick another question when he's ready to come on. But today, what was a cartoon you loved as a child?
Lots of cartoons.
Oh,
mind
so
you,
many.
That's a thing, too. That is definitely a question that this generation, the RMN generation, is going to know, because they don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore on television. You know, if you want to watch cartoons, for the most part, it's either on the streaming
Cartoon
services.
Is that even around?
I don't know.
No?
No, there ain't
Wow.
no. Yeah. A lot of the different services, a lot of different animated things, you have to find it on a streaming service. So, so I had several, but the one thing I've discovered, there's one of the streaming channels, Tubi.
Okay, Tubi. Yep, Tubi. Tubi.
They have one called that I used to love as a kid, Thundar the Barbarian.
I know the name, but I don't think I ever watched
the Barbarian was a big one for me. It was one of those really it was a combination of science fiction and
superhero type.
Yeah, superheroes.
Wait, let me look surprised.
Yeah, right. I know. Right. Hold on. I've got it here. I will pull it up.
Thundar the Barbarian.
So this is. Let me pull this up so everyone can see. This was my childhood, pretty much in a nutshell.
Did you run around in like pajamas with a cape? Remember they used to make pajamas?
Thundar, the Barbarian. The year 1994. From out of space comes a runaway planet, hurtling between the Earth and the Moon, unleashing cosmic destruction.
Cosmic destruction.
Tidal waves.
Man's civilization is cast in ruin.
Volcanoes.
Yeah, the scary part is that I can still
2,000
see
years
this
later,
happening.
Earth is reborn. A strange new world rises from the old. A world of savagery, super science, and sorcery. But one man bursts his bonds to fight for justice. With his companions, Ookla the Mock and Princess Ariel, he pits his strength, his courage, and his fabulous sun sword against the forces of evil.
I wanted the sun sword. Is this like right after Star Wars?
He is Thundar, the Barbarian.
Okay, who's the other cartoon character that wore an outfit like that?
Fred Flintstone?
No. No. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to think of it. But wow, I don't remember that one at all.
Well, it was pretty much, it was geared towards boys. We were into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Now you watch it now. I remember as a kid, I thought it was, wow, this is so cool. You watch it now, you're like, oh boy. The writing on the show is like, man.
Well, it's like going back and watching something claymation.
Oh, the
You're
old
like,
claymations,
oh my God.
yeah.
But then you think about all the process that went into claymation.
Yes, exactly.
Was insane. How many pictures did they have to take to put together just to make, a snowman move? Like, oh my God, craziness. I remember for me, I don't remember a lot of Saturday morning. I mean, I do and I don't. I've killed some brain cells in the past, but I do remember Clutch Cargo. Always freaked me out.
That freaked me out. Yeah, the lips. The thing
I
with,
didn't know that they were adult, like human lips. I don't know, until I was like 40. And somebody goes, oh, yeah, when they had the real lips that they dubbed. And I was like, wait, what? That's what
you couldn't tell that those were real lips?
Well, I didn't know as a kid. I was just like, this is
you
really
were
weird.
Killing brain cells.
I killed brain. Well, it happened. But when I found out, I was like, oh, but so it was Clutch Cargo, Spinner, and Paddlefoot. And they, that same thing, that writing, if you go back and look, it's like, they're there to save the world. And he had the squarest jawline. Why am I breaking into Roadrunner?
I used to watch those old cartoons. Clutch Cargo was a good one. Then, everybody, who didn't like Davy and Goliath? Davy and Goliath. Oh, Davy. And then, of course, I love me some, you like to watch... David Till watch. Tom and Jerry, of course. Who didn't like Tom and Jerry?
Well, and the funny thing about this is when we talk about these old school, like Wile E. Coyote, a study came out, and it was years ago, about the effect of how violent the cartoons were. Now, I don't know about you, but they
were really violent.
They were, but that doesn't mean I wanted to drop an anvil on my brother's head.
Well, that's because your brother probably wanted to drop an anvil on yours.
He may have. But I remember reading this. I think my kids were really young or something, about how horribly El Kabong. Remember El Kabong used to bong people on the head with his guitar.
Because Droopalong Coyote was his. No, I'm thinking about Ricochet Rabbit. Ricochet Rabbit.
Bing, bing, Ricochet Rabbit.
Yeah. But yes, and that's also a reason why the Super Friends cartoon, when it finally, Quick Draw McGraw, that's what it was.
Quick Draw McGraw.
Quick Draw McGraw. His alter ego was El Kabong. But when Super Friends came out, there was the parental some parents group had all these conditions placed on being able to have a Super Friends television show. And one of the things that they could not do, which frustrated me to no end as a kid watching a Super Friends cartoon, no one could punch anyone else. The heroes could not punch the villains.
Oh my gosh. Which president's wife tried to make everything soft and...
Oh, you're thinking about
yes,
Tipper Gore. Gore of Al Gore's.
To make everything soft.
Everything, something like that.
Soft and... Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody think of the children.
The children.
Yeah, at the same time, we were dumb. We did dumb stuff.
Well, duh.
All
we were
right.
kids. That's what kids are supposed to do. That's how we learn.
All right, folks. So when we come back, it's your answers to the cue of the day. What was your favorite cartoon growing up? And more morning show mayhem, merriment, and mirth. Don't go away.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. A new report says Illinois auto insurance rates will drop more than 4% in 2026 while premiums rise nationwide. House Speaker Emanuel Welch and Secretary of State Alexi Janulius support insurance regulation as a priority. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced $36 million in grants for 67 local park projects. The funding comes through the Open Space Land Acquisition and Development Program, which has awarded more than $675 million since 1986. U.S. Representative Mike Bost is praising a 7-2 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives him standing to challenge an Illinois election law. The lawsuit targets rules allowing some mail-in ballots to be counted up to 14 days after Election Day. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 24. It feels like one with gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, snow and cloudy with a low around 22, temperatures rising to around 27 overnight. A 90% chance of precipitation with 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. Currently, it is 14 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Call-ins, community chaos, question of the day debates, all served hot across the Fox River Valley. It's the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and L Train.
sing a part. We know every card by heart.
Jazz hands.
Olinger, curtain lights. This is it. We'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it.
That should be our intro.
That should be our
Be
intro.
our morning intro. Why don't we start using that for the first thing in the morning?
We will do it from now on. We will make the Bugs Bunny Show intro, our intro for the WRMN morning show.
Yes, and then I talked to Matt about getting the things that the bumps and the intro outros that DJ Buddy James made for us to get those on. He's going to send them too. So we're talking about the cue of the day. It is 6:35. I hope your coffee is hot and your piggies are warm because it's pretty chilly out there right now. My screen says 12 degrees. What does yours say?
Right now, looking at AccuWeather, which is supposed to be accurate, it says 10 degrees right now with a real feel of 11. So,
oof. Have you talked to Ramon lately?
I have not talked to Ramon. He was supposed to be coming back from Venezuela this week, and then the temperatures dropped. And then he said, "Ay, papi, no."
It's not good for his pores.
No, or anything else.
No.
He goes, I have all my winter clothes. It's been put away. I have to unpack everything. Those are his words, not mine.
Okay.
So when he comes back from Venezuela, we will get another update from him. Oh, by the way, the air quality that was rated as fair today.
I agree. I'm a tad wheezy. I woke up a little stuffy. So I absolutely agree. And there was frost on the inside of the windows of the mobile Marriott, which happens at times. It's all good. It was warm in there though. It was toasty.
Got a little steamy in the mobile Marriott.
Must have been. Well, you know what happens is when I put my dog in her crate when I'm not home, she pants like crazy.
Yes.
And there's
the
like
dog
a wet
is panting.
Yeah, when I'm not home. And like I have a pillow and a towel over it and I have to swap towels because she pants so much.
Little mama.
But if I don't put her in her crate, she runs around and she's like crazy losing her mind. So I come home and sometimes I'm like, okay, the entire mobile Marriott smells like dog breath. And then the windows are all fogged up from her panting so much.
No.
I'm like, girl, you got to stop. So I got to hit dry on the furnace. But we are talking today about favorite childhood cartoons. I personally don't remember Saturday morning. I mean, I do now that I'm reading some. Some of the classic ones you guys came up with. Linda Kay said the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and Scooby-Doo. Now, the crazy thing to me about the Jetsons is some of the things the Jetsons had, like, as we were kids, we're like, oh, my God, it'd be so cool. But we have them.
Oh, yeah. They
like video calling. We never, as kids, thought we'd ever see video calling.
Yeah, you had the Jetsons, both the Jetsons and Star Trek introduced these ideas that would later come up. I mean, people say, well, they predicted the future. You know, well, I think what happened was these guys inspired, those kids who watched the Jetsons and Star Trek grew up and said, hey, I want to invent something like I saw on the Jetsons.
Right.
And then, boom, they came up with it. So,
Miss Boy Elroy.
Daughter
Judy.
Although if you watch the Jetsons now, again, it is pretty. It is the humor and the itself is somewhat dated, and of course the whole thing that one of the funniest jokes in the whole thing is when George Jetson says, "Oh, these 3-hour work weeks are killing me."
Right.
Because in the future AI is going to do everyone's job for them. So
and that's not that far off.
It's not that far off at all.
And she came up with Zoom. And as though that wasn't a cartoon, I loved Zoom.
Zoom was one of those shows. I mean, on the Saturday mornings, you would get your whole block of cartoons.
Uh-huh.
And then you would go over to PBS, like let's say here, if you're in the Chicago area at Channel 11. And then you started watching things like The Electric Company.
Yes.
You had Zoom. You had all the other things. And then if you went over to Channel 44...
Oh my gosh, remember Dial 44?
44. Before it turned into an all Spanish station, Channel 44 had all the old Japanese cartoons. That's where you had like Speed Racer.
Yeah, all like pre-anime.
Yeah, Astro Boy, Prince Planet. Prince Planet was another one.
Prince Planet.
Yeah, that was another one that I really enjoyed as a kid.
That's up here somewhere. Wow.
Way in the back, right?
Way in the back.
A friend of mine this was years back. She knew about my obsession with old cartoons, and she found on eBay somebody burned like a bunch of episodes of Prince Planet onto a DVD, and she bought it for me. But it's like a pirated thing, and I was like, wow. I haven't seen this in ages. And then, of course, I watch it, and I'm like, boy.
That's so bad.
I was like, why was I so obsessed with this show as a kid?
Because you were 7 and didn't know any better.
I know, but it's like
you
the
were
thing.
9.
I mean, it's like when you watch today, these days, it's not so much cartoons as it's things like Power Rangers.
Love the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I watched it with my kids.
Right, a lot of folks grew up loving Power Rangers.
Yep.
You know, Power Rangers is still a big thing, but it's you look at it and you go, wow, this is so bad. They take all the fight scenes from that are produced with the stunt actors in Japan.
Yeah.
And then they take all that and then they cast American actors to do all the fill-in stuff and then drop in, again, the funny, the action scenes with the monsters and all that.
So did you ever watch, is it Andrew Zimmer that eats the weird food, right? He's the chunkier guy who goes around the world and eats like all the crazy. Well, he was in Japan and on his bucket list, he always wanted to be in an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to a place that films fight scenes for movies, like a Bruce Lee school type thing. Oh my gosh, it was the coolest thing. Like they would strap him in, like kind of when you do your kung fu fighting and your moves, they would teach him how to do it. And they made a really cheesy, like 30-second movie for him. And, he did all the cheesy moves and then he would strap up and he'd do the run and then like spin like he was kicking them as he spun.
Right, the wire work. Yeah.
It was the coolest thing. And he was just like, he's a bigger guy. He was like a little kid going, this was the coolest thing ever. And I was like, I would love to do that. And I totally thought of you doing your kung fu fighting. So if anybody out there has a Japanese school for fighting that you can wire Elliot up and have him do the moves. And they did it like a really cheesy Bruce Lee. They had the noises in it and everything. Exactly. It was great.
Yeah. Because now the martial arts films today, the kung fu fighting films, the sword fighting stuff, has gotten way more sophisticated. I think after the Matrix movies, then came Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. After that, now people they can't watch the cheesy kung fu movies anymore. They have to see like high level, really well produced.
Yeah, you got to just chop someone's head off.
Yeah, or just again really good fight choreography. They have that in they have those in the John Wick movies. I mean, the John Wick movies owe a lot to Hong Kong cinema, Hong Kong action. And there's this new series with Bob Odenkirk called Nobody. Bob Odenkirk is like a comedian, but he's got this new action series where he's like some guy, he's like living in the suburbs with his family, but he's a former, special operative for the military. And then, someone breaks into his house and steals something and he's ready to, get revenge on these people. Then it opens up a whole can of worms of things that happen after that. Then his family's in danger and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Needless to say, the fight choreography in these movies is incredible. And it all started with the old, Bruce Lee, later on Jackie Chan, stunt coordinator. Jackie Chan did a lot of that. He did he has a whole crew of people who learned under him to do fight choreography. And Ke Huy Quan, who played Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, he did a kung fu action film called Love Hurts, which is really good. Has some great fights in it. And it's really funny in a lot of cases, too. So, again,
a lot of those were very tongue-in-cheek.
They are. No, they were.
They were meant to be.
The
that
humor
way.
was meant to be, yeah. Especially like the Jackie Chan movies. The Jackie Chan movies were meant to be funny. And that was another thing I would watch on Saturday mornings. You'd go over again, back to 32, and then after the cartoons were over, you had your your really poorly dubbed kung fu movies on. That's when people would catch those. But again, the question of the day is, what was a cartoon you loved as a child? And I know we've gotten all caught up on this whole Saturday morning thing, but you could watch it at any point. It didn't have to be on a Saturday morning.
Right.
People love The Simpsons. Simpsons are still on. Futurama's a big one. And
you're going to like Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Well,
okay, it's early. Did you ever see the cartoon Assy McGee?
No, I have not seen it.
All right, we'll talk about that when we come back because it's one of the weirdest cartoons I've ever seen on Adult Swim, and I'm still traumatized by it.
There's Rick and Morty. A lot of folks like Rick and Morty. But one that I really, really enjoyed was by the creators of Rick and Morty, or one of the creators of Rick and Morty. It's called Lower Decks. It's like a Rick and Morty style cartoon that takes place in the world of Star Trek. And it is just funny. It's just funny. But again, that's as an adult. As a child, what were the cartoons you loved as a child? We want to hear more about that on the text line, or if you want, we're going to open up the phone lines in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie and Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie and Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie and Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie and Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Yeah, it's the Flints. That's actually pretty good. That was at the end. That would be at the end, the closing credits.
Yeah,
yes.
But I had to throw that in there. Yeah, we've had some crazy ones. Speed Racer, I love Speed Racer. And Racer X with Trixie and Racer X. Nobody knew Racer X was Speed Racer's brother.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, in case you didn't know.
Well, it's funny. I remember watching it as a kid, and there was no mystery to it. It was like they go, and unbeknownst to Speed, that would be his brother. I'm like, could you have like built it up a little bit, you know? And it's like, and it always got me. I go, I bet everyone except for Speed knows that Racer S is his brother. Like even Pops knows. Hey son, how you doing? Man, it's good seeing you. Yeah, no, don't tell your brother. He's got enough on his mind right now.
This song used to always make me so happy. Now look at him, like.
He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful
Mach 5.
And when the odds are against him,
You know, that's the thing is like I would suddenly break into song in somewhere just out of nowhere a theme song to some cartoon would go through my head.
Well, the funny thing is we had trouble remembering what you put in your mouth last Thursday. Ingrained in our brain.
Well, here's the thing. Again, this is why I keep telling you, stop telling little, Wesley Jr. to learn something new because he's going to be like me. He's going to learn something new and forget him other important stuff. I know all these theme songs, and yet I forget my phone number. So
I totally get it.
So
I totally get it.
Let the kid learn at his own pace, so it'll not, stuff isn't seeping out his ears. Oh yeah, Speed Racer, that was a big one. That was a big one.
Was. And then if you remember on Sundays, and we've talked about this because before we go into more cartoons, on Sundays when there wasn't like just crap on, we used to watch the Jewish show.
Come on,
through the magic door.
Come open the magic door with me.
Oh my God!
It's funny.
Oh my gosh, you remember this
I remember
song.
that one because I always thought. I mean, it's very. I got to be very careful. I have to be very careful here at how I say this, but the show did seem a little bit. I don't know. It didn't seem. There was always something about it. Wait, there's something about this I'm not quite picking up on.
He was probably eating the magic mushrooms as he was walking through the mushroom.
Yeah, really. But I mean, this is essentially the show. This was for Jewish kids. I mean, it was a Jewish educational television series.
And I had no idea about Judaism, and I did not care.
Yeah, but it's like again, if I'm watching this, why does this feel different for me? Then it would be later on. I go, okay, that's what it was. So yeah,
What was it?
No, that it just felt different. It just
Do you have the music to it?
I'm looking for it. There is a whole bunch of hold on,
my goodness, that's like a blast from the past. But there was nothing else on, so you sat down and were like, I guess I'm gonna watch this guy in a mushroom.
And which was also like Davy and Goliath. That was another one that kind of felt weird to me.
Yeah.
Like Davy and Goliath, but that was supposed to be like a very a Christian cartoon. I'm like,
I loved Veggie Tales.
Can I just have my cartoons? Can I just have my cartoons? Okay.
Yeah, do I have to learn
Do I need to
something?
have like a message in there?
Just imagine what would happen if we all had lost our voice. And when we tried to
This is a song from the Magic. This is not the Magic Door.
I hardly think that such a thing would be cause to rejoice, for the silence would ring.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
Magic Door
intro
song. Magic Door theme song. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Room zoom zoom.
Wait, hold on.
Gilly 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 gilly. Sa sa. Come through the. Oh my God! Where is this coming from? My brain.
Gilly 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 gilly. Ah sa sa. Come through the magic door with me. Just say these words and wondrous things we'll see. Oh, the king, queen.
Yeah, I know.
How did that just pop out of my brain? I'm terrified.
Yeah,
Where was that?
L'chaim.
Where did that come from? The recesses of my brain. Wow. Okay. Did anybody else watch that on Sunday mornings when there was nothing else? And then you went into like Fraser Thomas Theater,
Masterpiece Theater.
and then what was the one with all the kung fu movies?
That was usually that was on 32. No, or 32
No, it was
or 44.
before or after Masterpiece Theater.
Masterpiece Theater was on Channel 9.
It was the big guy with he had the mustache, he was a little bit of a rounder guy, wore the little hat.
Fu.
It was on before.
Hosts.
It was on before Masterpiece Theater.
It
was. Come on, you guys. Somebody else had to watch that.
I'm sure I will find it. I'm looking. I know what you're thinking about.
It was something theater, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And it always had. He was sitting in a big chair, and then it talked about. It was always like bad, Asian fight movies. Oh my God! Come on, somebody's got to know this. This is gonna make me crazy. It was on WGN.
Oh, here we go. Oh, well, look, I'm looking at it's Kung Fu Theater on USA Network. Wait, Saturday afternoon Kung Fu Theater. Let me see if this is the right one.
I wonder if it is. I got to see the guy's face.
Man, everything's blocked here. I don't think Sonar wants us watching Kung Fu movies.
Violent because of the violence.
Because of the violence.
Rated V.
We'll find it. Anyway.
Okay, so if anybody else, if it was a Kung Fu Theater, it could have been. I'll have to Google it. Family Classics with Fraser Thomas. But then what was prior to that was the Kung Fu movies came on before Family Classics with Fraser Thomas.
Yeah.
So those were always fun. But we're talking cartoons. Let's see. Suzanne said the Smurfs. Our beautiful Jamie says Magilla Gorilla. Gorilla for sale.
I'll tell you something. Magilla Gorilla was one of the most frustrating cartoons I ever watched.
Why did Magilla frustrate you?
Because you really should not have a gorilla for sale. I mean, you really, but...
you're too deep.
No. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Even as a kid, I'd go, look, he's wearing a hat and suspenders, and he can talk. Anyone who returns this gorilla is an idiot. I thought of this as a kid because Magilla Gorilla was like an incredible gorilla. Like this is the most. And then there was one episode of Magilla Gorilla where he didn't get returned to People's Pet Shop, where he actually stayed with the family that bought him, but he ended up sleeping out in the back with the dog in the doghouse. Like they wouldn't leave him in the house, which I also thought was unfair. Mind you,
and thus started your animal rights activism.
Yes, and you know what? I'm going to talk to Jimmy Vaselli about this because I think it's high time I took up the case again of the Trix Rabbit. The Trix Rabbit who never got to eat Trix except one time. One time.
Elliot, Trix are for kids.
You shut your pirate mouth because... That poor rabbit got to eat it once. They did the whole thing where you could vote. You bought a box of Trix, and there was a little ballot on the back. You had to cut it out and send it in. If you thought yes, you checked off yes. If you thought no, check no. Overwhelmingly, kids wanted the Trix Rabbit to eat Trix. They gave him one bowl.
One
bowl.
Poor Trix Rabbit.
That's like saying we're going to allow you to vote one time. That's my lesson on democracy.
Oh.
When we come back,
so much more craziness.
And the morning shout-outs. And at some point, I will read our sponsors. But,
Jimmy Vaselli, proud sponsor of
the show.
Morning Show.
And a lawsuit against Trix.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now 847-741-5660 or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. U.S. Representative Mike Bost is praising a 7-2 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives him standing to challenge an Illinois election law. The lawsuit targets rules allowing some mail-in ballots to be counted up to 14 days after Election Day. A new report says Illinois auto insurance rates will drop more than 4% in 2026 while premiums rise nationwide. House Speaker Emanuel Welch and Secretary of State Alexei Janulius support insurance regulation as a priority. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced $36 million in grants for 67 local park projects. The funding comes through the Open Space Land Acquisition and Development Program, which has awarded more than $675 million since 1986. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-296-6868. That's 800-296-6868.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Blackhawks hosting the Calgary Flames tonight as they continue a 4-game homestand. They are coming off a loss Monday to the Edmonton Oilers. Now, in that game, they played without Connor Bedard. He was out with an illness. They'll face a Flames team that's dropped 4 of their last 5. The Bulls, they beat the Utah Jazz Wednesday night, 128-126. Nikola Vucevic with a game-winning layup with 4 seconds remaining. He finished with a game-high 35 points. Ayo Dosunmu had 15. He came off the bench. Chicago now heads to Brooklyn to face the Nets Friday. The Bears and the Rams will play at Soldier Field on Sunday, the NFC divisional round. Bears at 11-6 this season. They're coming off a wild card win against Green Bay. Rams, they beat the Carolina Panthers in their playoff opener, and they're the highest scoring team in the league, putting up 30 points per game. The sports update brought to you by Progressive. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chris Campbell on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And Shark vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Today, mostly sunny with a high near 24. It feels like one with gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, snow and cloudy with a low around 22, temperatures rising to around 27 overnight. A 90% chance of precipitation with 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. Currently, it is 14 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions.
This is Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town WRMN. National news at the top of every hour and local news and weather at the bottom. Find more information about programming and current events at WRMN1410.com. News, weather, and entertainment across the Fox River Valley here on WRMN 1410 AM, the Talk of the Town.
America's First Responders Fest began as a simple idea to honor the heroes who serve our community every day. Thanks to the incredible support of the Village of Hampshire, especially Village President Mike Reed, Village Manager Jay Hedges, and Karen Stuhler, this year that idea came to life. From local residents to small businesses, Hampshire opened its heart to America's First Responders Fest. The support was overwhelming. A true celebration of unity, gratitude, and community pride.
Live from the Talk of the Town, broadcasting across the Fox River Valley on WRMN 1410 AM. News, nonsense, and everything in between. It's the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and L Train.
And welcome back to the WRMN Morning Show with your hosts, Susie C.
Good morning.
And me, I'm the L Train.
Yeah, you are.
I am. I'm also the official voice of Vasselli Law here at WRMN. Vasselli Law, specializing in municipal, real estate, and corporate law. Visit their website at jmvchicagolaw.com. That's jmvchicagolaw.com. Or give them a call at 630-931-8225. Again, that's 630-931-8225 to reach the team that is advising governments, defending communities, taking up my lawsuit for the Trix Rabbit.
The Trix Rabbit.
The Trix.
What about, should we make it also about Magilla Gorilla?
And Magilla Gorilla. I want to say, I think I want to put Magilla Gorilla into a conservancy. I'll take Magilla Gorilla. He can come live with me. I think it's it's unconscionable what that gorilla has had to go through.
He'll keep the fart kitties away.
He'll keep the fart kitties away. And of course, the Vasselli Law sponsors this WRMN Morning Show. And this is the time of the morning when our own Susie C. does the first shift shout-outs.
And if you want to be a first shifter, easy peasy lemon squeezy, get a comment on our chat line before about 7:10, and that's 505-926-1410, 505-926-1410, or say something over on the Tube of Views. Throw something up on YouTube, typically before about 7:10, and even if you get one in during my read, at the end I'll add it in. So we start out this morning with 490 prayers, which is great because we're only, how many days in? We're only 15 days in. And we all know we can use some prayers, especially after yesterday. So let's start with this morning. Miss Linda Carter comes in and she says, good morning to me. Have a blessed day. Keep the faith. And she always sends in lots of prayers. Okay. And then Nando comes in and he says, good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. Have a wonderful day with lots of smiles. And he sends us a great picture with a moose drinking a cup of coffee. And that will go on our Facebook page. Katrina Sue, hello and good morning from Elgin. She hopes everyone has a wonderful day. Cartman Dan out in the San Diego. He says, good morning. everyone. It will be bear weather. It was like 85 in LA yesterday. Thanks for that. Can you send us some of that sunshine? You don't need to send us 85, but some of the sunshine would be lovely. And his favorite cartoons were the Flintstones or the Jetsons. Let's see. Oh, man. South Elgin Santa says, good morning, Susie and L Train. Santa's favorite Saturday cartoons were Bugs Bunny, Jetsons, Johnny Quest, and Underdog. Underdog had the ring, right, with the pill in it?
Or
was that Mighty Mouse?
No, Underdog did have a ring.
Yeah, he had the
yes.
ring with the U, and he
Yes.
took the pill.
Yes.
That's when kids want to learn about drugs. Kids don't do drugs. They
Well,
don't make
it's,
you fly.
It's caffeine.
Well, they don't make you fly.
He's a big on caffeine.
And then he said his sisters, Santa's sister liked
It was
HR.
a super energy pill.
That was it. It was like a
It's
monster
super-
in a pill.
No, it was
or
just a
Red
little
Bull.
pill. It was a little. It was a little. The ring opened up and there was a little pill in there.
Yeah, and he would pop it when he was flying.
And then he went like, well, he would when his power suddenly gave out, which always got me again as a kid. Go look. It always happens that you're in the middle of the fight and your power goes out. So just take the pill first before you go.
Kind of like our
battle.
show yesterday.
See, when
the
I was
power kept going out.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was like my dad. I kept poking all the logical fallacies in these shows. But I'm sorry. go
Nothing's
on.
changed.
Nothing's changed, right?
And his sister, South Elgin Santa's sister, liked HR Puffin Stuff. I remember that too. That theme song was fun. First one in on YouTube, Hector Soto. Good morning, L Train, Susie C. First shifters from Hector, Nene Rose, Jeremiah, and Uncle Boom Boom in the house. Cartman Dan says it was XYZ 223 pill. And okay, and then Hector goes back and sends us a bunch of prayers. Beautiful Becky Blue Eyes. She says, good morning, First Shifters. Have a great day with plenty of sunshine from Becky Blue Eyes. And she sends us all kinds of sun emojis, which we need. Keith K, our ninja, comes in and says, have a nice day, Shifters. Stay warm. And Pam, Mrs. Claus says, gentle morning, First Shifters. Fire Trustee Eddie Saunders says, good Thursday morning, First Shifters. Please be careful. Lots of ice around and have a fire safe day. Hey, and I need to check in on Bullet. Eddie, make sure Bullet's okay. One of our friends fell yesterday on the ice. Miss Linda Carter, good morning, First Shifters. Welcome back to Thursday. Have a blessed morning and keep the faith. And Elliot, you also get your very own good morning and keep the faith. Let's see. Oh, Fast Eddie, hi-ho. It's off to Thursday we go. Have a good one, First Shifters. David Tillwatch, Tom and Jerry. And he says, we repeat, the white mouse will not explode. I don't know what that's from. I have no idea. Soto family says, and okay, so here's where you see the age difference. Hector says, Garfield, Rugrats. I used to love Rugrats with my kid. Flintstones. Hey Arnold was really good. I watched that with my kids. Cat Dog. Remember Cat Dog? Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. And Fast Eddie says SpongeBob, Rugrats, Gumball, Bugs Bunny, Popeye, Top Cat, and Speed Racer. Top Cat, that was an old one. And David Tillwatch says, do you guys remember watching Saturday morning cartoons with a bowl of cereal in a colored Tupperware bowl? And, oh my God. So Hector says, oh my God, yes, Speed Racer. I had the movies on VHS. Oh my goodness. I didn't have it on the Betamax. Fast Eddie says his all-time favorite is his Avatar. The whole family loves it. Appa and Azula are his dogs. That's right. I remember meeting your fluffy hounds, and they had cool names. Becky says her favorites were Tom and Jerry, Felix the cat, every day after school. Felix the cat. Where were we here? Winnie the Pooh. Pam says Winnie the Pooh and the Flintstones. And, of course, Hector says, how could he forget the Power Rangers? He had all the action figures, and he was the Blue Ranger. South Florida Keys guy. This one's good. Hey, and welcome in, South Florida Keys guy. Mr. Magoo. Remember Mr. Magoo with his monocle? And there I go into Roadrunner voice again. Popeye, Bullwinkle, and Hong Kong Phooey. Love that. And Fire Trustee Eddie Saunders likes the new Looney Tunes intro. He said it's very fitting. John Guiney says, good morning, First Shifters, and sends in the no nickname John bad joke of the day. It's bad. It's a bad one. It is definitely a bad one, but I'm going to make it work. And then Pam says Sesame Street was a staple in their house. Daniel Tiger and King Friday that was Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, there is an actual Daniel Tiger cartoon now though. That was produced by the Fred Rogers Foundation.
Okay, and now this one goes way back. Like this one blew me away when I said it to Elliot. He immediately lit up. Beanie and Cecil. And then Top Cat and Sherry Lewis as Lamb Chop. That was from John Guiney. And he also says Bullwinkle J. Moose and Rocket J. Squirrel with Boris and Natasha. But seriously, Beanie and Cecil, that came from the back corner of some place I forgot a long time ago.
Well, the thing that would get me is that, again, I remember this stuff because I sat in front of a TV for Lord knows how long, and now I don't know half the things because I don't remember anything because of all this useless information. Like I do remember the Beanie and Cecil.
You did. You broke into song.
The Beanie and Cecil Rag Mop song.
R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, Rag Mop. Oh my God.
I used to play by ear. Rag Mop. Rag Mop. Rag Mop. R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, Rag Mop.
The reason it sounded so weird is because on this video, they have the two versions of Beanie and Cecil dueling each other. There's the puppet version of Cecil the Sea Monster and then the cartoon version. So they were playing them both at the same time. It was not me messing up something electronically.
Who else remembers Beanie and Cecil? You know what? That just brought back a memory. I remember as a kid, we were out at the tennis courts doing something stupid because we were kids. And all of a sudden, everybody started singing R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, Rag Mop.
Well, that is a whole
It is a whole song.
That is an actual.
O-M.
That's like
I say M-O, M-O-P, M-O-P-P. Oh, M-O-P-P, M-O-P-P, mop. O-R. I say R-A, R-A-G, R-A-G-G. Oh, R-A-G-G, M-O-P-P, rag mop. Oh, rag mop, rag mop.
Sounds like he's trying to poop.
Rag mop, oh, rag, oh, mop.
Maybe it'll help me if if I'm getting a little caught up there. I can do the Cecil the seasick sea serpent. Yeah,
he was seasick?
Yeah.
Poor Cecil.
Poor Cecil.
Well, those are your morning shout outs for our first shifters. And thank you guys for all checking in. And don't stop. We're on till 9 o'clock. When we come back, I think we'll wrap the toast and jam once more.
We'll do that.
I have more to read. I have lots more to read. Some really fun. So we'll get through reading some of those cartoons.
We do have some big announcements that we're going to be making in the 8 o'clock hour. Huge announcements. It's the return also of the most popular segment on the WRMN Morning Show. What is Elliot putting in his mouth today? There's more stuff I'm going to be putting in my mouth today. And and we're back to our normal nuttiness. The
madness, mayhem, mirth, merriment.
We got a whole bunch of Smurf going on around here. We're up to all kinds of Smurf.
The Smurf.
The Smurf Packers.
Yeah, where's Derek Geyer to put something in his mouth? I don't think he's going to come in much anymore because now his show's on at 4 o'clock.
Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
They were best friends, inseparable, in fact, until the day Miguel died. Every day his friend visited Miguel's grave. Rain, wind, weekends, holidays, every day. Miguel's closest friend, Capitan, his German Shepherd, is a symbol of loyalty to which we can all aspire. Loyalty. Pass it on from passiton.com.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
Goes up both far and near for underdog, 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 underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I remember that one as a kid. The underdog theme. Did you know that Underdog was first created to sell cereal?
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the cartoons that we know today were created to sell things to kids.
Remember when you could cut the record off the back of a cereal box and it
Oh,
worked?
yeah. I remember those.
That was great. You
Yeah.
you couldn't wait to finish. Sometimes if mom wasn't home, we'd grab the scissors and cut the record
Yeah.
out, but leave the bag.
You leave the bag. You don't need the back of the box.
And then
Yeah.
we'd put it back like backwards so she
Yeah.
wouldn't see.
That's the whole purpose to get that
Marketing.
Marketing.
Brilliant marketing.
The Masters of the Universe cartoon was created to sell action figures. G.I. Joe created to sell action figures.
Why didn't you yesterday when you posted your TikTok about all the action figures, you didn't add your action
Because
figure
I found
to
those,
it?
I couldn't get my action figure to look like the ones in that.
But
in
yours looked good.
It was good, but it was also not a G.I. Joe figure. It was something else.
No.
If you go to my TikTok, you'll see I posted a montage video of all these G.I. Joe action figures that are using famous movie characters like Tom Cruise's Maverick.
Yeah, but
John
they had
Rambo,
they had
Adrian,
Lieutenant Dan standing
Lieutenant
up
Dan.
next to his wheelchair.
Well, no, he was sitting. He had no legs.
No, he was standing up.
No, he was.
He was standing up because I immediately paused it and went, "Why is he standing up?"
I'm wondering.
Yeah,
here.
now you're wondering. He was standing up next to his wheelchair.
Standing next to his wheelchair.
So we're talking today. The cue of the day is about cartoons that you enjoyed as a kid. And Alan with a Y says the Herculoids.
Herculoids were fun.
I don't remember that. Captain Caveman.
Captain
I believe I remember that. Did he carry around a big? Did he carry around like a big club?
Big club.
Okay, Looney Tunes Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy.
I forgot about Speed Buggy and Hong Kong Phooey. And then Chrissy, she said the Jetsons, but she said, however, I truly believe that would be my adult existence. So in spite of it all, I named my robot vacuum Rosie.
Rosie.
I was like that.
You get a Roomba. Name it Rosie.
A Roomba.
Because
And Santa says the Underdog cereal was horrible.
I believe it, I'm sure. But I mean, again, they were trying to do everything. A lot of the cartoons that we had back then was just essentially to sell us stuff.
It was just pure sugar.
Just to sell stuff to kids because they knew if they get you are going to beg your parents for things, and it's easier than trying to market directly to the parents. You market to the kids.
Because then we begged.
Then you begged and begged, and your parents would be like, okay, enough already here. I mean, and I think the moment the cereal companies realized how much cereal parents were buying for their kids, that's when the prices suddenly went through the roof. Because remember, cereal used to be like a cheap breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you'd buy cereal, bowl of cereal,
Couple bucks a box.
Box of cereal, bowl of milk, blah, blah, blah. That's where we get your kids going. Bing, bang, boom, out the door. And then the cereal companies are like, we could be making a lot more money right now if we charge them more.
Have you been down a cereal aisle lately?
Yeah.
My favorite as a kid was Sugar Smacks. But then we had to get healthy, and we couldn't call them Sugar Smacks. Then they became Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks. And now
But
they don't,
Sugar
now
Smack-
they don't even have honey in them anymore.
No,
It's
they
like-
just have sugar.
They just
all
call
sugar.
it's high fructose corn syrup smacks.
Which does not sound
Does
appealing.
not sound great.
But I loved Sugar Smack. Remember Corn Pops?
Yeah,
that's going to be, okay, we're not going to talk about that because that's going to be a
That's
whole
a
nother
different
cue of the
question.
day.
That's another question right there. Yeah,
That's a cue of the day.
Favorite cereals.
But so Karen Nolan, she said Flintstones, Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, Mr. Magoo, Yogi Bear, hey boo-boo, Bugs Bunny,
Smarter
and
than the average bear.
Dudley Do-Right.
Dudley
Wasn't
Do-Right.
he the Canadian Mountie?
He is a Canadian Mountie, yes.
Forgot about that one.
Dudley Do-Right. There was that whole block of cartoons. Dudley Do-Right, you would have Dudley Do-Right, Bullwinkle, and Rocky the Flying Squirrel. And then, okay, there was a show. It was, remember, folks might remember the Banana Splits. And during the Banana Splits,
Chunga!
Danger Island was one of the things. The Adventures of Huck Finn, which were essentially 3 live actors playing Becky, Tom Sawyer, and Huck Finn going through an animated world. You know, the world around them was animated. And then, of course, Commander McBragg.
Wait, I don't
This
remember
is
that
the
one.
world of Commander McBragg. Commander McBragg, who was prone to exaggerating things. He would tell a story and it was like, "Are you serious? No, I don't think so. No."
I don't remember that one. Oh, here's a good one. Mrs. Claus says daughter loved Fat Albert and
The Cosby Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Fat Albert. And Inspector Gadget.
That one was actually kind of newer. I mean, again, Inspector Gadget. That was who did the voice of Inspector Gadget?
I don't know. And then Samantha said Smurfs, Snorks. I don't remember Snorks.
I remember that.
He-Man. That's He-Man. Wile E. Coyote.
Yes. I'm sorry. Don Adams was the voice of Inspector Gadget. I knew that.
was?
Don Adams of Get Smart. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we did mention He-Man. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe primarily created to sell action figures. The story behind He-Man and his cat, Battle Cat, that the Battle Cat was the wrong scale of the size when they were importing all these action figures and repainting them for the American market. Battle Cat was the wrong size as far as to be a like a companion, and they were like, He-Man can just ride Battle Cat. That there it is, right there, and boom, there now you have a double set action figure. It's like get your He-Man and Battle Cat double set because you put a saddle on Battle Cat. Next thing you know, boom, He-Man's that much
cooler.
Anyway, wow. I will find the. I'm going to find some more theme songs here.
Lawnmower Chris, welcome back. We haven't heard from you since Christmas, and he says his favorite was Felix the Cat.
I'm going to find that. That's the one I want to find. We'll find it. I remember that Felix the Cat theme song is burned into my brain. All right, folks, when we come back, it's the No Nickname John bad joke of the day. This one's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's like a 10 bad.
It's bad.
It is 10 bad.
All right, we'll be back.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening in Elgin, our fair city, on January 15th, 1926. Local movie critic gets shivers in spooky show. Brr, brr, brr. What a feeling the Phantom of the Opera leaves with the spectator. One is horrified, fascinated, and pleased, all in the same breath with this film, which is being shown this week at the Rialto, having no more desirable place to go than to view a picture said to be replete with thrills. The young reporter who aspires to film critic donned her new spring bonnet and her last winter's coat and sallied forth. Jumping grasshoppers and weeping alligators, what a thrill fest. And then, when the picture was over, she stayed for a second showing. Nuff said. It held the attention and interest of the audience from start to finish. The accompanying music was as thrilling as the picture, and the combination brought groans, moans, and screeches. It also brought vigorous applause. Film reviewers credited The Phantom of the Opera with being one of the 6 best pictures shown in Chicago last year. It was. In other news, small boys must refrain from the practice of throwing small girls into snowbanks, not only because of feminine objections, but because a big policeman will nab them.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of 2 lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Are you looking for a way to be creative right now? Have you ever wanted to learn to watercolor paint? You can now do that from the comfort of your own home with Zoom watercolor classes. Get professional instruction from nationally showing artist Victoria Elizabeth. These classes are step-by-step, broken down with easy-to-understand instructions. They are affordable too, at $15 for a 2-hour class. Visit her website at victoriaelizabethart.com to find out more. That's victoriaelizabethart.com.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 25. A chance of snow showers after 4 p.m. Tonight, snow and cloudy with a low around 22, rising to 27 overnight. Tomorrow, a chance of snow showers with a high near 36. Currently, it is 13 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Live from the Talk of the Town, it's the WRMN Morning Show. Buckle up, Fox River Valley. It's gonna be a ride.
wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. You laugh so much your sides will ache, your heart will go pit-a-pat. Watching Felix, the wonderful cat.
That's
wow,
a good one.
That came out of nowhere.
The wonders of the internet. Everything's out there. If you can figure it out, if you remember what it's called, or give me a search term, I'll find it.
Oh, my goodness. Nando says my sister liked Rainbow Bright, Highlight Speedy Coachellas. I don't know what that is. And my little brother liked Thundercats.
Thundercat.
And our very own Jimmy Vasselli said, hi. I loved Bugs Bunny when I was really young. It could have used a little racial sensitivity training, though.
Oh, yeah. During World War II, those were really bad.
Yeah,
very,
go Bears,
very bad.
and see you tomorrow. Felix the cat, stoner.
Later on, he would become a stoner symbol. Yes, he would become a stoner symbol. You have a lot of stoners get him as a tattoo. Yeah, they get him tattooed.
All right, it is now time for the No Nickname John bad joke of the day. And yeah,
This one's a bad one.
it's really it's a 10 bad, but I'm gonna do it.
You know,
I got
you,
this.
You go on it. You do it. I'm gonna let you. I feel the need to distance myself from this one for some reason.
I got this. No Nickname John says, good morning, first shifters. Yesterday was cesarean section day. C-sections, man, they really take it out of you. I don't know how else I would have said it.
that was about as well as you could deliver it. Now that I think about it, that was as well as you could.
That was it.
Doggy.
That was it. But
Wow.
we appreciate it. So I'm
right.
giving that joke, personally, I'm giving it a 10 for bad.
I'm giving it a 10, not only for the joke, but the delivery itself. That was a challenging one. Boy,
Well, thank you. I'm
10
starting out with 40 10s
a 10
today.
and a 10. That's a double 10, folks. That's a double for me. 10-10. Give us your ratings. The worse the joke is, the higher the score. The better the delivery, the higher the score. I'm ranking this one as a 10. This was a challenge. This one was definitely a challenge.
Yeah, but I didn't think about it.
No, you didn't think too much about it.
I just went head first into it because
Boom.
Fire Trustee Eddie Saunders has given me a 10.
A 10 and a 10.
Yeah, because I think if I would have thought about it too much, I would have overthink it.
Jose.
So he gives me an 8. Karen gives me a 10. John Guiney gives me a 10. Jose gives me 9.
9 on delivery, 9 on the joke.
And, yep.
I don't know how anybody could
Nando agrees with you.
I don't know how anybody could have rated that joke lower than a 10.
I know. It was so
so
bad, but good.
10 on delivery and
Oh.
10 from Carmela.
Good morning, Carmela. I'm sorry Frankie is homesick. That stinks, but thank you guys for always listening to the joke and being supportive.
We do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we did not. Oh, that's right. We need to do a repeat from the last hour of the Toast and Jam. The Toast and Jam today, suitable for today's weather. We are toasting those wonderful public works folks who are out there right now making our streets safer on this day
Thank you, Stephen.
that is cold as ice.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price. I know. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. You're closing the door. You leave the world behind. You're digging for gold. You're throwing away a fortune and feelings, but someday you'll pay.
That's Cold as Ice by Foreigner. We'll put a link to the official video on the WRMN Facebook page.
Ah, look who's here. And they're not running too far behind, just a little bit. It is Northwest Wesson Wesley Jr.
Let's send them off to school with a triple shot from The Rock.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
That's a one.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
That's a two. And remember, don't say this to the lunch lady. Don't say this to your teachers, but say it to the bully who says, hey, kid, give me your lunch money.
Say it to anybody you want today. It's cold outside.
And again, the opinions of one Susie C. do not reflect those of WRMN Radio, the station management.
He agrees with me.
Other
Northwest
hosts,
West agrees with me.
Other hosts, or even anyone. I mean,
state
again,
of Illinois.
Don't take any. Sure, take legal advice from Susie while you're at it. That's not going to get. That's
There
not going
we
to hurt
go.
you at all.
All right, Junior, go to school, learn something good today so you can be better tomorrow.
There we go.
So that was super fun.
And we've got
Oh,
a caller.
Good morning, caller. Who dis?
Morning, Susie. Morning, Elliot.
It's Sidekick Susan.
Yeah, my favorite cartoon characters were Bugs Bunny, like Wonder Woman, Tom and Jerry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, she had those bracelets where she could knock things off.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed cartoons a lot. Not Jose's.
Oh, you are? Good morning, downtown Jose.
Good morning, Dynamic Duo. How you guys doing?
We are good. How about you?
Doing good. My favorite cartoon character is two of them, Godzilla and Mighty Mouse. I used to like watching those. Yeah.
Nice.
But you guys are doing a good show. We love you, and his sidekick.
All right, we love you
First
too.
Shifters. We love you guys.
Love you, downtown Jose. Watching my shows later. 911, 911 Nashville, Grey's Anatomy.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's up, Elliot?
Hey, what about 911 Lone Star? Did you watch 911 Lone
I used
Star?
to love that show.
The one with Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Until they
I like
ruined it.
911 Nashville a lot.
How'd they ruin it?
Because when it came back, 911, Nashville, but then when 911, all their opening, when Channel 7 took it over, all of their openings were like massive, like bee swarm and giant tidal waves. Like they totally ruined the show, so I stopped watching. I watched
like Channel 7 a lot.
Yeah, Channel 7 ruined it, so I quit watching all of them. Yeah, you instead of just being normal, like, they came out like the opening seasons were like these.
Yeah, but how many old ladies having heart attacks can you go to and keep
Yeah,
it
but they
interesting?
did interesting things, but they didn't do like so enormous.
I think the one I saw, I was watching one 911 Lone Star where they went to like a wedding, outdoor wedding where the tent that they put up collapsed on everybody and people were trapped under it. I'm like,
Yes.
Really? What? Okay. I didn't realize that those things were so heavy, but anyway.
Apparently they are.
All right, Sidekick. Good. Thanks for checking in with us.
Love you, downtown Jose, everyone.
Bye-bye.
We love you, downtown Jose.
You too.
Be blessed.
I love it. So we are talking all about favorite cartoons as a child. Vivian said Betty Boop.
That's an old school one. Betty
Oh,
Boop.
yeah.
Betty Boop is from like World War II and beyond. I mean, that's you saw Betty Boop as part of the 5-cent penny shows at the cinema at the local at the local bijou. I mean, mind you, they would show them, a lot of those things we would see on television eventually in syndication, like the Little Rascals, Three Stooges. A lot of folks don't realize.
Oh, the Little Rascals.
Little Rascals and Three Stooges were movie stars. They started as they were seen at the theaters in movies because this was
a good one.
pre-television.
Yeah. Okay, Lawnmower Chris, I forgot about this one, and this one's really good. Breezely Bruin and Chilly Willy. Do you not remember those? Breezely Bruin, Bruin.
And Chilly Willy.
And Chilly Willy was a little penguin.
Is this another? I'm looking here. I'm looking at it now. Breezely. There's Breezely and Sneezely. These were, of course, Hanna-Barbera. All right. So Breezely Bruin was kind of like the polar bear version of Yogi Bear. And yes, I remember Chilly Willy the penguin was another one too. Sneasley Seal. You had Sneasley Seal, which was like a version of Squiddly Diddly. Squiddly
Yeah, that was
Diddly
one I was
another
going to
one.
read. Squiddly. I don't remember. So I remember the name Squiddly Diddly. What was Squiddly Diddly?
Squiddly Diddly was a mascot that lived in a SeaWorld type place and would, essentially perform for everyone, but was always getting into trouble. And hold on, here we go. Let me go. Let me put this here for folks. This we're going back in time, really back in time here.
Really quick, Carmela says that we are fun and funny, especially Elliot, and that she loves me.
Well, she says I'm funny looking.
No, she says you're. She's in the car. She can't. That's right. That's what Squiddly Diddly looked like.
A squid that went to the top of a diving board.
I remember, and almost into the shark's mouth.
Like, who would have a shark in a pool at a SeaWorld?
At SeaWorld. Well, somebody oopsed. Somebody oops. Hey, what are that guy and girl at the bottom of that picture? Who is that?
Duffy's Dozen.
I have no idea who that is.
There are so many cartoons. I mean, again, Hanna-Barbera was cranking them out like crazy. If you ever watched again shows like the Banana Splits would give
love the Banana Splits.
They would give you all these different cartoons, again, 3-4 minutes shorts of cartoons. You had the Hillbilly Bears.
Oh,
remember?
wow.
They were like the Beverly Hillbillies, but they were bears. They had my favorite, of course. How many of you remember Wacky Races?
I don't remember that. I don't think. I think I'd have to see like the intro
with Snidely Whiplash.
And Dastardly Do-Right.
And no, it is dog. Okay, hold on. Now
who was the dog that went like he would laugh?
That would be.
Yeah,
like that.
Like he was brown and he had a very squared face.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, laughing dogs, Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, Snidely Whiplash, Snidely.
Muttley was the name of the dog.
And what was he on?
He was part of Wacky Races. Wacky Races.
Oh, okay.
Muttley was the sidekick of Snidely Whiplash. Yes. From the classic cartoons. Hold on. And I'm sorry. It was the cartoon villain was Dick Dastardly. Dick Dastardly. And the show was.
I thought he was in adult movies back in the day.
That's a different.
Dick Dastardly.
It was in this.
I'm Gumby, damn it.
Wacky Races, and then it had a spinoff called Dastardly and Muttley in Their Flying Machines.
That's what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I remember.
But I remember Wacky Races, and I would say Dick Dastardly had the coolest machines. He had all the really cool, the car, the car that could fly and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, he might be a villain, but man, he's got some cool stuff.
Man. I love it. What about and these are so funny. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta see Banana Splits, a horror movie?
Yes, they did revisit.
Got me some slack, Jack.
Well, go on ahead.
Got me some slack, Jack.
There you go. That's gonna do it.
Lawnmower Chris, Banana Splits horror movie.
There was a horror movie based on the Banana Splits.
I had no idea.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning, caller. Who dis?
I'm Rebecca.
Good morning, beloved.
Becky. Good morning.
What's your favorite cartoons as a kid?
Voltron and X-Men and Animaniacs.
Ooh, Voltron. That was a good one. Voltron. Animaniacs was another good one, too.
Look at you, girl. Did you have a lot of brothers?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. That, yeah. I figured.
And X-Men, the X-Men cartoon has been revived on the Disney Channel. They are producing new episodes of the old X-Men show on the Disney Channel. I'm sorry, Disney Plus.
Oh. Interesting. So what are you up to today, girl? Anything? What are you up to? Anything good?
I have to rest today because stupid me found out Well, 2 days ago, I was at my doctor, and the nurse there said, "Would you like to have a COVID shot?" And I figured, I had 7 of them already. And she said, "Well, it's up to you." 2 days later, guess what?
Mm-hmm. You sound like you are
Yeah.
struggling to breathe.
Right. I have COVID.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. That stinks. Yeah, I never got a shot. I just didn't want it. So I'm sorry that you are going through that. So, well,
Thank you.
hang in there. Hang in there. And you've got Sidekick to bring you something if you need it.
Yep.
Well, good. We'll go get some rest, and I'm glad you called.
Okay.
All right, honey. Feel better.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait a minute.
I just came across some really good cartoons.
I do not mean this as a response to Becky's predicament. It's just I just found it.
You found it? What'd you find? Oh, that was the
That's
giggle.
The dog's laugh. That
yes.
was like.
And what was his name?
Muttley.
Muttley. That's right.
And when at my old job, one of the vets, I swear, the head vet of the shelter I used to work at, he laughed like Muttley. I go, whenever he laughed, that was his laugh, and I go, oh goodness, it's Muttley here, and no one got my reference. So
oh my gosh. Well, I just came across two. I came across a couple. We talked about Peter Potamus and his magic flying balloon. Brizzly and Sneezy, Bing, 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 or Ricochet Rabbit and Droop Along. But Pumpkin Puss and Mush Mouse.
Yep.
So I know the names again. I'd have to see the picture, but Pumpkin Puss and Mush Mouse, and that was out from 64 to 67.
Yeah,
I'm sure they were repeats, but,
yeah, but they were
do you remember that one?
They were like a hillbilly Tom and Jerry.
Oh, and then Yippee Yappy and Yahooey.
There was
Yahooey. I remember those somewhat.
I will put these up for folks who don't remember, and you can watch us on the YouTube.
So the plot of Pumpkin Puss and Mushmouth. The show features a hillbilly cat named Pumpkin Puss by Alvin Mellon.
Lives in a house in the woods. Pumpkin is preoccupied with a hillbilly mouse called Mushmouth, who lives there too. So yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
This
and then Yippee Yappy and Yahooey was Hanna-Barbera.
I'll put them up on the screen for folks who don't read.
Yippee Yappy and Yahooey are dogs who serve the king and his royal guards.
They were like the
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, yes. I'm telling you, Hanna-Barbera, anything that they could come up with this. Yeah, I could picture being in the offices of Hanna-Barbera. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Tom and Jerry.
Wait. They did this first. That's just a bong reference.
No, not even a bong. They were doing the good stuff. They was going up their nose.
Booger sugar.
Okay, here we go.
Booger sugar.
All
what can we
right.
do? I got another one. I got an idea.
Here we're gonna do Tom and Jerry, but they're not City Mouse and City Cat. They're hillbillies. Yeah, they live out in the country, and they live in a little shack out in the woods, and we'll call them Pumpkin Puss. Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
That's what we'll do. And I got another one. Hold on. It's a three dogs, but they're the Three Musketeers, right? They're the Three Musketeers.
So now I'm on like a plethora here. Adam Ant.
Up and
Space.
Adam.
Do you remember?
Adam Ant.
Do you remember Space Ace?
Yep.
That was a Japanese cartoon. Prince Planet.
Now they were trying to. They were of course bringing in all the back then. They were taking in all these old Japanese cartoons and just redubbing them. It was cheaper to just buy the licenses. You didn't have to pay for the animation. You'd buy like a whole bunch of episodes, redub them in English. You know, like get the script and try to do something with it that made sort of sense, and then you just air it on television, and then the kids would watch it, and we'd go nuts.
Well, this one was on from 65 to 74. It was a syndicated Christian cartoon, Jot the Dot. I don't recall that at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see this.
And then there was Milton the Monster. Do you remember Jot the Dot?
No,
I do not.
I
Does
don't.
anybody?
Milton the Monster.
That one I believe I remember. That one was on from 65 to 67.
It looks like, again, wow. Hold on, let me pull this up so everyone can see. Milton the Monster, the TV show, is looks like a take on, again, the whole, the Frankenstein thing. And look, he has a flat head like Frankenstein. And
wow. Yeah, I don't think I remember that one. A little bit, now that you're showing a little episode, maybe very little. But then we had Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel and Morocco Mole, that one for sure. I remember that one.
That was only on from 65 to 66.
That was another one of the shorts that you would see during the banana splits.
And I think Precious Pup had a weird laugh,
Precious
too.
Pup, yes, Precious Pup. That was a take on the whole Mr. Magoo. Precious Pup's owner was like blind, a little old lady like Mr. Magoo who couldn't see, anything in front of her. And things would be happening, and Precious Pup would be there pretty much looking after her and keeping her out of trouble.
Wow.
Yeah, Precious Pup and Muttley had pretty much the same laugh.
Okay, I thought so. Sinbad Jr. and his magic belt. Yeah, see some of these. Kyoto Pride, that was Japanese. Let's see. Let's go to 1969.
Oh, that's right. Snidely Whiplash was the bad guy from Dudley Do-Right. That's what I'm thinking. That's right. I knew I was confusing them somewhere.
What? Okay. Chattanooga Cats. Do you remember that? I don't. That was in the 69 to 71. Motor Mouse and Autocat. That sounds familiar. Anybody remember Motor Mouse and Autocat?
Now, mind you, a lot of these cartoons, you weren't going to see them when they first came out. You probably catch them in syndication later on.
Right.
Yes, Motor Mouse and Autocat looks another Hanna-Barbera one. Came out in 69 to 71. Let's see here.
Chris, Lawnmower Chris, that's a good one. We'll talk about that one.
All they needed to do was come up with some sort of alliteration. I mean, if there's anything that helps kids remember things or makes them, if they like something, it's usually because the name has some sort of alliteration associated with it. So you had something like Motor Mouse, which is a play on the term motor mouth, and then Autocat. You had lots of different mouse characters. Everyone's trying to hit on the whole. Mickey Mouse is really popular. Let's
take all the mice.
All the mice.
Lawnmower Chris, this was good. Do you remember Gulliver's Travels with the Lilliputians?
Yeah, that was.
They would tie him down like.
Well, that's that's like from the big intro. Gulliver's
Travels.
Wait, Gulliver's. I don't think it was Gulliver's Travels. I think it was something else. That's right. Gulliver's Travels cartoon. Gulliver washes ashore on Lilliput and attempts to prevent a war between that tiny kingdom and its equally minuscule rival, Blefuscu. Oh my goodness. I'll pull one of those. Let me see. I can pull the intro up. Oh, there it is. I'll bring that up later. All right, folks.
When we come back, I thought David Tease was coming in with something to put in your mouth, too. I guess not.
He might show up during the break, but we also have some big announcements. A huge announcement, dare I say.
I'm not pregnant. Elliot's not engaged. Elliot's not pregnant. I'm not engaged. We announced that at the top of the 6 o'clock hour.
That you weren't.
I'm not.
But we're going to be announcing something pretty big when we come back on the WRMN Morning Show.
Hi there, Tammy Scully here from Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. Join me and my sidekicks Nancy and Becky for valuable lifestyle tips and unique views and insights on interesting topics and everyday situations, providing nonstop fun and chuckles for all. Get the scoop on consumer news, deep dive on current events, and learn about the newest economic trends, from exercise and gardening to music, travel, recipes, sports, pets, real estate, media, and everything in between. And it's all sprinkled with a healthy helping of bad dad jokes and interesting fun facts to boot. Tune in Mondays through Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. for a little fun, frolic, and infotainment. Join us, won't you?
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced $36 million in grants for 67 local park projects. The funding comes through the Open Space Land Acquisition and Development Program, which has awarded more than $675 million since 1986. U.S. Representative Mike Fost is praising a 7-2 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives him standing to challenge an Illinois election law. The lawsuit targets rules allowing some mail-in ballots to be counted up to 14 days after Election Day. A new report says Illinois auto insurance rates will drop more than 4% in 2026 while premiums rise nationwide. House Speaker Emanuel Welch and Secretary of State Alexi Janulius support insurance regulation as a priority. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
I'm Nick Freeman, and here's what was happening in Elgin, our fair city, on January 15th, 1926. Local movie critic gets shivers in spooky show. Brr, brr, brr. What a feeling the Phantom of the Opera leaves with the spectator. One is horrified, fascinated, and pleased, all in the same breath with this film, which is being shown this week at the Rialto, having no more desirable place to go than to view a picture said to be replete with thrills. The young reporter who aspires to film critic donned her new spring bonnet and her last winter's coat and sallied forth. Jumping grasshoppers and weeping alligators, what a thrill fest. And then, when the picture was over, she stayed for a second showing. Nuff said. It held the attention and interest of the audience from start to finish. The accompanying music was as thrilling as the picture, and the combination brought groans, moans, and screeches. It also brought vigorous applause. Film reviewers credited The Phantom of the Opera with being one of the 6 best pictures shown in Chicago last year. It was. In other news, small boys must refrain from the practice of throwing small girls into snowbanks, not only because of feminine objections, but because a big policeman will nab them.
Elgin 100 years ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 years ago at www.elginhistory.org.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 25. A chance of snow showers after 4 p.m. Tonight, snow and cloudy with a low around 22, rising to 27 overnight. Tomorrow, a chance of snow showers with a high near 36. Currently, it is 13 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting across the Fox River Valley on WRMN 1410 AM. This is your reminder. Morning radio is supposed to be fun. Things are about to get loud, weird, and totally WRMN. Clear your morning. This show's got plans for you. It's the WRMN Morning Show, where every day starts with a laugh. Unpredictable, unforgettable, and unapologetically local. Strap in, Fox River Valley. The show starts now.
Good morning, and welcome back to the 8 o'clock hour of the WRMN Morning Show. You are here with me, Susie C., and Elliot the L Train Serrano. And it is that time of the week that we put something in Elliot's mouth.
We do. But before we do have a huge announcement.
Huge. Are y'all listening?
To be making, because this is something that.
Did you want me to pull it up so you could read it? Or do you know?
Do
you remember?
No, I know. I'm announcing the big thing. I'm announcing.
It's big. It's so big.
The huge thing, and it's something that I'm going to tell you a little bit of inside.
Shh! Don't tell anybody
well, it's like inside baseball.
When we tell you, it's still a secret.
It's still a secret, but that this is something we tried working on last year, and getting last year that we didn't get, but now
we got it.
We got it. This season, WRMN 1410 AM will be broadcasting the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl. Yes, you will be able to listen to the Super Bowl here on WRMN 1410 AM when our beloved Bears get there. I mean, you know, let's just manifest it. Everyone's talking right now about the Bears surprising people. There's talk about them being a team of destiny. They are still posting reaction videos on TikTok and YouTube of all the Green Bay Packer fans up north that can't believe that their team got knocked out by the Bears. And there is even one guy who is complaining.
Not the Menung guy.
Not the Menung guy. There was one guy who's complaining about how classless Chicago Bears coach Ben Johnson was with his quick, his dismissive congratulatory handshake afterwards.
Him and ran. He was in a hurry.
Yeah, but then he goes, you're so classless, and he was mean to our coach, and you're not supposed to be mean to us. When you're the Chicago Bears, you need to be nice. You shouldn't be mean. That shows no class, and I don't care. I don't care that the Green Bay Packer fans have been just insufferable for the past 20 years.
I thought they would have been more upset with the amount of times that the words were uttered by the entire team and coaches, F the Packers.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been more. Well, no, I'm making. No, I know.
And then Green Bay Packer fans did that all the time.
I know, but what I'm saying is they were that upset about, the drive-by hand smack.
Were their fifis hurt?
Their fifis were very hurt. But I would have thought their fifis would have been more hurt.
Their coach said mean things about our team, and they said a bad word about our team. That is so wrong. Don't say bad things about us. I swear,
my gosh, the cheese turds.
The Green Bay Packer fans have been all up in their feelings. This past week.
Their fifis.
In their fifis. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your feelings got hurt. Now you know what it's like. Now, folks, again, 20 plus years of having to deal with Packer fans being insufferable.
Yes.
And then talk about the Bears still suck. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All the Bears. And
if that's what it looks like to suck this year, then so be it. We'll suck.
Can I tell you something? I have a feeling that things are, the times, they are changing. When they come back in the next year, it's not going to be, I don't think the Bears are going to get owned by the Packers anymore. Am I saying that the Bears are going to come back and dominate the Packers in the coming years like the Packers dominated the Bears?
Who knows?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be more even. There are going to be more actual games now. It's going to be more competitive. It's going to be a real rivalry in the years to come, especially if the Green Bay Packers fire Matt LaFleur, probably one of their best coaches that they had in a while. If they fire Matt LaFleur and they hire somebody else, then maybe I think we're going to be in good shape because Matt LaFleur is a really good coach, considering what he's had, how he's been able to keep that team winning despite all the injuries, despite all the things that have happened to that team in this past season. I have tremendous, hey, Matt, if you get fired by the Packers, you can be our OC if you want to come on over to the Bears. I'm sure you and Ben Johnson could. But Ben Johnson said mean things of Matt LaFleur.
Elliot's coffee's kicked in.
No, but again, I just find it amusing that the level of what's the word?
Of petty
and triggered. The Green Bay Pack. Yeah, when you're a Green Bay Packer fan and you have been as arrogant, and again, folks, it ain't just the Chicago Bears fans that have issues with Green Bay Packer fans. We're talking there's only one brand of fan that's more insufferable than Green Bay Packer fans, and yet and it's only because they don't win, and yet they still act like they're
Raiders?
a winning team. No, Dallas Cowboys fans.
Oh, okay.
Dallas Cowboys fans, I don't get it. Like, your team hasn't won in years, and yet y'all still walk around there, we're America's team. No, you're not. No, you're not. Just enough with the America's team.
You know what time it is, don't you?
No, it's not that time yet, because we're going to hit a quarter-hour break when we come back.
People are jumping on, and they're going to start jumping off like last week when we
No, we're not going to jump. No, what we're going to do is, again...
Because we got to keep doing this closer to the 8 o'clock hour.
We will do it. But again, the announcement is... WRMN Radio will be the home of the NFL playoffs here in the Fox River Valley, all the way up to and including the Super Bowl. You know what that means? If you want to advertise during the playoffs and the Super Bowl, you will be able to do that here on WRMN 1410 AM. If you would like to buy ad space during the playoffs and Super Bowl, send us an email, sales@WRMN1410.com. Again, that's sales@WRMN1410.com. And one of our sales staff, possibly me, will get in touch with you and let you know the rates. They're very competitive, very affordable rates for your business during the NFL playoffs. And yes, how can you advertising during the Super Bowl?
I know.
That's huge. So we're going to talk about that when we come back.
Stay tuned for what will Elliot put in his mouth.
I'm going to put something in my mouth. Everybody's anxious to see me put stuff in my mouth.
I know. We have to keep it close to the 8 o'clock hour.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, it's 8:15. We always no 8:15.
No, you're pushing it later and later because you're afraid.
Folks, tell your friends.
We do it at 8 o'clock.
8:15. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be one long segment. We did it. We did it. All right.
I know. Last week when we did it, our numbers went because it was so late. People tune in.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
They went down because David T showed up.
Is that what it was?
I mean, people don't want to see him.
No.
Yeah, look, the numbers are going up. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to put something in my mouth. I don't know. I'm worried. All right.
No, don't be worried. This is an easy week.
It's an easy week. That's what she said.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
This year, America's First Responders Fest 2025 was a huge success, and we couldn't have done it without the Village of Burlington and Village President Mary Kay Welsen. Your support helped bring the Fox River Valley together in the Village of Hampshire to celebrate the heroes who keep us safe every day. Thank you, Village of Burlington, for standing behind America's First Responders Fest 2025 and for standing with those who serve.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the WRMN Morning Show with your hosts, Susie C.
Good morning.
And me, the L Train, Elliot Serrano. Thank you so much for making us a part of your morning. It is now time for the most popular segment here on the WRMN Morning Show.
Probably today, yes. I think so.
I hope so.
Nah, not today.
I mean, there's been too much sadness today.
We all have to say, what will Elliot put in his mouth today?
And yet again, for those who are not familiar, What Will I Put in My Mouth started many, many moons ago when one Todd dropped by the WRMN studios with a longed for and sought after Casey's Breakfast Pizza. I had never had a Casey's Breakfast Pizza before, and Todd just showed up with it. Boom, said, here you go. And since then, lots of new things have been
Put in your mouth.
Put in my mouth, whether it's been a
burnt tire, sweat sock, jelly bean.
Or a fried chicken flavored hard candy, which did not taste like fried chicken, tasted more like a deep despair.
And regret.
Surprisingly, the possum flavored hard candy didn't taste that bad. It tasted like roast beef. I've also had mac and cheese flavored candy canes,
which tasted more like butterscotch.
Then I had the beer brat flavored Pringles, which I did not like.
See, I thought those were good. And you know what? Matt McNeil loved those.
He did like those. But mind you, he has also eaten dollhouse furniture.
Yeah, that's right. He did eat dollhouse furniture.
Our own David
His palate isn't quite as discerning.
It's kind of interesting. His palate's like Katrina's. Katrina,
okay, hold up. I am telling you, and I've said this to Katrina, this is not meant as her eyesight is gone, and that ruined her taste buds because that girl enjoys the weirdest
She goes in with literally no preconceptions. So
I want to know if she liked the
experiences
Vegemite.
I would love to hear that too, because she liked the mini pine cones, the pine cones that we ate.
The candied pine cones.
Then of course, the one of the better ones too was the Cheez-It pizza.
Yeah, that was delightful.
That was brought in by David Teese. So, what do we have today?
Okay, so today we're gonna start with the square meaty piece.
Square meaty piece. All right.
And this week I went a little easy on Elliot because I thought after last week, the Vegemite was. We all wanted to try the Vegemite. And the funny thing is, if you weren't watching, I had tried it in back because I've always wanted to try it. I hear people in Australia love it. They eat it. Kids eat it.
Kids eat it, yeah.
I was gagging in back. So now I come in here and I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm smiling. I got it all. Derek's here. David Teese is here. Elliot did not wait. He shoved it in his mouth. And if you go back and watch it, it was hysterical. And then I had to talk David. Well, no.
You made David Teese and Derek Geyer eat it. And I told them don't do it. They didn't listen to me. They listened to you. They can only blame themselves. All right, folks. This piece of jerky. What flavor did Susie C get me today?
So when I purchased the jerky, it came like an 8-pack. So I try to throw those in every couple months to be like, oh, you're making a face? Not.
I'm trying to figure out what flavor this is. It's got kind of like a spice, a little bit of spice. No, I'm trying.
Okay.
I think there's some teriyaki in here.
I love the mouth noises.
It's an ASMR.
Yes, I love ASMR. I say that all the time.
All right. Well, it is some kind of jerky.
Wait, can you hear?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
It is some kind of jerky. I don't know what. Okay, what wild animal you have me eating today? What am I eating today? Oh, look at that. Beef and ostrich. I'm eating ostrich today. Oh, wonderful. Oh, look at that. At least it's not emu. I wouldn't feel like eating a poor emu. Ostrich flavor.
What's the difference between an ostrich and an emu? That would make you feel bad.
One makes television commercials. The other one doesn't.
That's right, Limu.
Emu.
Hector says it's Fox River Valley flavored. God, do not eat anything out of the Fox River.
So
I took a picture.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Thank you. And I like doing it on the board too, because the thing about these foods, I mean, I have tried lots of different exotic foods. I've been to other countries and all that, but this is, again, Buffalo Bob's beef and ostrich hickory smoked jerky.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So, and when I purchased them, they came in like an 8-pack.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
all
why I
these
throw them
different-
every couple months.
It's all these different animals.
Same like the Asian chips.
The chips, yeah.
That we can't read, so I got to use translator after you try them to see what they are. I think I have a couple bags of those left.
Okay, now I'm concerned
Now
because this
this
is the
is-
one. Todd brought this one.
Yeah, but you didn't read what it said on the bag.
I didn't even look at it. It was like a little plastic bag, a little Ziploc baggie. He came by. Oh, I came here, brought you a treat for today. And I'm like, and which is again, I think quite poetic because he actually helped start the whole segment.
Uh-huh.
So this is his contribution today. What have I? I don't want to know. Just
all
something.
it says on the bag is not from my kid's rabbit because they're little brown turd looking. They're little brown turd looking. Yeah.
Goodness.
And actually, I think you'll find these enjoyable if I can get them open.
Really?
I do. I think you'll find these enjoyable.
All right, there we go.
Not what you think. It's not turd.
It looks like you know what it looks like to me. It looks if it's not a raisinette, I don't know. Tell you.
You don't like raisins, right?
I don't like them. Wait, these taste familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had these before.
Probably.
Are these coffee beans?
Yes.
There we go.
I knew it.
Chocolate covered.
And after last week,
coffee beans.
I thought, you know what? I'm going to go easy on you. And David Tees was supposed to bring something in, but he got busy.
I do like me some coffee beans.
Yeah.
I do like.
So these were delicious.
These are quite good.
And they're dark chocolate covered.
Oh, so good. I'm like Cookie Monster.
So thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. And thank you to everyone who has been listening and participating in. Actually, it was pretty
I've
good.
got some pretty interesting things for next week.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Well, those coffee beans sure did. Oh, caffeinated me.
Yeah.
We all have to say, what will Elliot put in his mouth today?
They are espresso beans. Yes, thank you, Todd, for the chocolate-covered espresso beans. Today, what did Elliot put in his mouth? Ostrich jerky and chocolate-covered espresso beans.
David Tees just sent me a picture of Limu, Emu, and Doug, and he says, "You ate him, really? Is this what happens when they fired him?"
Oh, no, not Limu,
Emu. And Doug.
You would think that the that's true. I don't need any more caffeine, Todd. Limu Emu. That's I can't. I don't want to do that. There's also
espresso beans. Good.
There's a gal I follow on TikTok who is on her farm, and in the background there's
She always has to stop the one
ostrich who's like always like
Karen.
getting in and like no, don't do it.
She runs up and stops
him. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, she has a farm for I want to say like abandoned animals.
Lots
and
of some
she's
exotics.
So funny.
Yeah.
The stuff she says about Karen.
Yeah.
So she has this ostrich that will run up to try to attack her. And she immediately puts her arm out and stops her by the neck. Doesn't hurt her, but she's like, "Stop.
It's like
do not do it."
learns, yeah. And then there'll be times when she'll put the camera down like on the ground or on a stand somewhere, and then the ostrich walks right up to the camera.
Just bam,
and
attacks
just
it.
bam, knocks it over. And because said today they chose violence. That's what that
So funny.
ostrich does.
Yeah, Todd says don't eat more than 4.
Well, hold on. I had 2. Wait, here's one more. I'm gonna get one more.
I
I
had
did not
3.
have my
I had
ibuprofen
3.
today, so. And for those who missed it, WRMN Radio is the home of the NFL playoffs this season, as well as the Super Bowl. We will be broadcasting the Super Bowl here in the Fox River Valley. So if you want to advertise during the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl, reach out, get in touch. Shoot an email to sales@WRMN1410.com. Again, that's sales, SALES, @WRMN1410.com. And one of our sales reps, possibly me, we'll get in touch with you, let you know. We have some great, very, very affordable ad rates that you can have your business promoted during the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl. Seriously, folks, advertising during the Super Bowl. Did you ever think you'd be able to do that? I mean, on television, it costs millions of dollars for a 30-second ad. We're not even asking for that. We're going to be, trust me, in your budget. When we come back, it's the last half hour of the WRMN morning show before we turn it over to Matt McNeil in the local community hour. Who knows what they're up to today?
Cartman Dan says, hope these are not Kopi Luwak beans. Aren't those the ones that are grown in poop?
Yeah, I've had those.
Of course you have.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. A new report says Illinois auto insurance rates will drop more than 4% in 2026 while premiums rise nationwide. House Speaker Emanuel Welch and Secretary of State Alexei Janulius support insurance regulation as a priority. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources announced $36 million in grants for 67 local park projects. The funding comes through the Open Space Land Acquisition and Development Program, which has awarded more than $675 million since 1986. U.S. Representative Mike Bost is praising a 7-2 U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gives him standing to challenge an Illinois election law. The lawsuit targets rules allowing some mail-in ballots to be counted up to 14 days after Election Day. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S. Ethos.com/Mike.
Growers, retailers, friends of the field, welcome back to Field Goals by UPL North America. Playing today is new Intrava DX herbicide, the game-changing pre-emergent weed control champion with up to 28 days of residual control and the first new active ingredient in corn in more than a decade. And its opponent, troublesome broadleaf weeds and grasses including atrazine and HPPD-resistant weeds. And folks, it doesn't look good. Hit your field goals by contacting your UPL retailer today to see how you can score Intrava DX herbicide and other crop protection products with UPL Unlimited Financing. Always read and follow label directions.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 25. A chance of snow showers after 4 p.m. This afternoon, gusty winds up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, snow likely with cloudy skies and a low around 22. Currently, it is 13 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Live from Fox River Valley, this is the WRMN Morning Show. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the chaos.
And welcome back to the WRMN Morning Show.
Oh, Mark Ellis. Yep, when I was a kid, being the talk of the town was a bad thing.
And the voice of the valley.
Uh,
I'm telling you, when you go on a date with Susie C, you're going to be wanting to get to the Super Bowl.
You're going to want to be the voice in the valley?
The voice. Wow.
You set that right up.
I did.
You did.
The WRMN Morning Show is brought to you by Vasselli Law. Vasselli Law.
Did you find music to do it
I
to?
do, specializing in municipal real estate and corporate law. You can call them at 630-931-8225. Again, that's 630-931-8225. But because I have been lax in my live reads this morning, to make it up to our good friend Jimmy Vasselli and the team of Vasselli Law, we have a new Vasselli Law team roster theme. Jimmy actually was asking because he really enjoys them, and I try to find a new theme every time. So far, I think the best one is the Avengers theme.
Yeah, that was good.
Followed by the Back to the Future theme. He asked for a Star Wars, but I mean the one that everyone knows that really fits would be the Imperial March. We don't want that. The Empire are bad guys, but I've got this one from Star Wars for the real nerds who know the soundtrack. This is for you, Jimmy Vasselli, good friend of WRMN. And introducing the team of Vasselli Law. Associate Attorney Ethan M. Mora. Of Counsel Douglas R. Roberts. Of Counsel Amalia S. Rioja. Of Counsel Anthony J. Onesto. Of Counsel Michael S. Garrigan. Of Counsel Edward E. Campbell. And the partners of Vasselli Law. First partner, Eric T. Stack. Founding partner, Aaron K. Kiernett. And founding partner, James M. Vasselli. These are the lawyers of Vasselli Law, advising governments, defending communities, and sponsoring the WRMN Morning Show.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, that worked pretty well. I probably could have kicked it up a little bit in the middle there.
No, it was
boom,
good.
to hit that big crescendo at the end. But there you go. So, Jimmy, that was, for folks who that was the throne room theme at the end of Star Wars. And I thought, oh, no, this is perfect. This would be it. And it's the good guys. This is the music from the good guys. So, Vasselli Law, they are the good guys. We wanted to make sure that they had some good guy music.
There we go.
All right, there we go. I think we paid our bills there.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did.
So the question of the day has been, what was your favorite cartoon growing up? And this one was brought up earlier in the show before we went to the the segment of me putting stuff in my mouth. And how many of you remember this one? Not that one. I still have the Star Wars music playing. Let me pull that down and stop that and go back there and bring this back and take 2.
May 4th, 1699. I, Lemuel Gulliver, write down these thoughts as I prepare to embark upon a voyage of uncertain future. My travels may prove to be danger-filled. Perhaps they will prove to be my end. My reasons for going are painful, yet simple. There is no work to be found here.
Oh, man.
My family is in need.
Oh, man.
Food and clothing are nothing to a rich man, but to a poor man, they are constant dreams.
Wow, it's making me sad.
I leave today to make those dreams come true.
This is like too current.
We came off the Vaselli Law like, hi. I'm going to go run out in traffic. I'll be right back.
My family shall never go hungry again.
That
I
is,
am
of course,
resolute.
the Open to Gulliver's Travels. We were talking
I
about
don't remember
that.
it being that sad.
That's a complete. This is the cartoon. You can find the entire cartoon. They compile all the different episodes into one big movie. You can find that on YouTube at Classical Cartoons.
Okay, and I got to bring these up because
Oh,
these
here we
were
go.
so much fun. Do you remember the after school
specials?
Well, but yeah, those were great. But do you remember the I'm Just a Bill?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah,
all of
Schoolhouse
those.
Rock.
I'm just a Bill.
Yes, I'm only a bill. And
There
if
were
you
some-
vote for me on Capitol Hill.
We got to find a list of those because those were good.
I mean, they're there. They're all up on the.
Because we got to play a couple.
Okay, here's a good one. I know everybody remembers this.
I would hope so.
one.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Again, I want a martini and a cigarette on the
words
and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cards that get most of my job done.
Conjunction, junction, what's their function?
I got and, but, and, or. They'll get you pretty.
Then there's this one where
Didn't you want like a...
Your mind must flower, it's great to learn, 'cause knowledge is power.
this one, I had this happen in class. The teacher said this word, and we all broke into song.
It's Schoolhouse Rockin', a chip off the block of your favorite schoolhouse rock.
Oh, jeez.
When Reginald was home with flu, the doctor knew just what to do. He cured the infection with one small injection, while Reginald uttered some interjections.
How many times was he poking him in the butt with that thing?
He was cleaning him.
That's not fair. Giving a guy a shot down there. Interjections. Hey, excitement. Yeah. Ouch. They're generally set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point or by a comma when the feeling's not as strong.
The teacher said the word. We were going over the parts of language, and she said the word, and then we're going to talk about interjections. The whole class went interjection. We all. This was, of course, an honors English class. We were all a bunch of nerds, so we all started singing interjection. She looked at us. She goes, "I have never had a classroom break into song like that." So
Interjection.
hey, for excitement, for emotion, hallelujah, 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 yeah.
Oh my God, those were the best. And there was like noun and one about a noun and a verb and.
Darn, that's the end.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah. All right.
I had to bring those up.
We're not at the end yet. We've got
No.
one more segment to go, but when we come back, still waiting for Marvelous Margarita, Matt McNeil to show up.
He'll come
And-
sauntering in.
He'll always-
And then he rips his glasses off like he's a movie star.
Yeah.
He is.
Ah.
David Teese wants to know when the big radio show awards are because he's hoping to win an award for Susie 2.0. No, are we doing a big award award show this year,
Yeah,
a red carpet.
The RMN Awards.
There's so many of us.
All right, when we come back, it's the last 15 minutes. And remember, we got the Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl.
We got the Super Bowl.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Good morning and welcome back to the last and final stretch of this morning's show. Today's question of the day was, what were cartoons that you enjoyed as a kid? I'm going to read off because we have a bunch of people that wrote in, and I want to make sure that since you guys took the time, even though some are repeats, I always like reading because you did take the time out to answer. Let's see. Linda S. said, well, Amy said Tom and Jerry and Woody Woodpecker. Linda S. said Speed Racer. Suzanne said the Smurfs. Charmaine said the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Glenna said Flintstones and Tom and Jerry. Joe Mama said the Flintstones. Good morning, Joe Mama, if you're listening. Paula said Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons, and the Flintstones. Tammy said the Scooby-Doos and the Flintstones. And Carol said Bugs Bunny. We hadn't had a lot of people say Bugs Bunny. Squooey Wabbit. And Claudia says Mickey Mouse. We didn't have anybody really say Mickey Mouse too much. Those were good cartoons. But I like the newer ones. I like the hot dog song. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. So with young kids or grandkids will know what I'm referring to. Eric T., who listens, and he's going to be on the show. He's got I got to get a hold of him. He is a paranormal investigator. I'm going to get him on, and we're going to investigate the basement again, and then come on and talk about it. He likes the Flintstones. Chuck W., he likes Bugs Bunny. And so those are just some of the childhood cartoons that people had talked about. I still have a list. Where did my list go? Of fun things that, because there were some on there that people did not, let's see, 70s and 80s, cartoons. We'll go. Remember Mr. T had his own cartoon? Mr. T on Saturday morning had his own. I think Pebbles and Bam Bam had their own. That was super fun. I'm looking. Oh, you know what? Who is that? Who is that guy? Saturday morning cartoons. Who was that? There's Mighty Mouse. Yeah, we talked about Underdog. How about you guys? Like I'm looking back at Mulligan Stew. Mighty Mark Ellis said. And Vance Zepp Pearl says Wacky Races. So those, I don't remember Wacky Races. Not at all. I don't remember. Oh, hi, Elliot's back. Do you remember Wacky Races, Elliot? Was that a cartoon?
That was a cartoon where all the different Hanna-Barbera characters would compete in a...
So was that around the time of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World came out, the movie?
Possibly. Again, Hanna-Barbera, they always took ideas from different television shows and movies, and they turned them into cartoons. Kind of like the Flintstones was the Honeymooners. So,
right. What about He-Man?
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? Yeah,
yes.
that started. When did that start? That was in the
80s. Yep.
That was, again, they wanted to, those were essentially commercials to sell toys, action figures. So the He-Man and there's a great series on YouTube called Secret Galaxy, where they talk about the different creation of cartoons and kids shows. But there was also a documentary about the creation of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And they pretty much come out and say, yeah, we wanted to sell action figures. And I remember Masters of the Universe started first is in DC Comics. There was a crossover comic book where Superman met He-Man. And that's how the power level, I guess, He-Man was. He was like on a level with Superman where he could almost beat Superman. So
what show was Penelope Pitstop on?
Penelope Pitstop, that was, I think, she was one of the characters on the Wacky Races. So there was Penelope Pitstop. We talked about that. We talked
then
about
I do remember that.
Okay, hold on. The Wacky Races was an American animated series. This came up way back when. I'm going to put this up on screen so everyone can see them. So you had the Boulder Mobile, which was driven by the Slug Brothers. They look kind of like they look like Captain Caveman. The Creepy Coupe, which was by the Gruesome Twosome, they sort of a Munsters Addams Family feel. The Convert-A-Car by Professor Pat Pending, like patent pending.
Yeah, yeah.
The Crimson Hay Baler, driven by the Red Max. The Compact Pussycat was driven by Penelope Pitstop. The Army Surplus Special by Sergeant Best and Private Meekley. Sergeant Blast and Private Meekley. The Bulletproof Bomb, driven by the Ant Hill Mob. They look like gangsters. You had the Arkansas Chug-a-Bug by Luke and Blubber Bear. The Turbo Terrific by Peter Perfect. The Buzz Wagon, driven by Rufus Roughcut and Sawtooth. And then, of course, The Mean Machine, driven by Dick Dastardly and his laughing dog, Muttley. So all these crazy characters that, every episode was them going on a race and doing whatever. There was even one episode where they did, remember Laugh Olympics? Laugh Olympics,
yes,
when
a
all the
little bit.
Hanna-Barbera characters got together to compete, like in an Olympics type competition. Some of the Wacky Racers characters appeared in the Laugh Olympics as well.
So, and not to change, I know we have a couple minutes, but remember the guy who got ran over by the 400-pound boulder at the Indiana Jones?
Oh, the guy at the Indiana Jones, yeah.
So there was an update on him today. You know that thing is inflatable?
It's a giant
and it
inflatable
still
ball.
weighs 400 pounds?
For it to roll right, yeah. And that
So-
thing, it's pretty big. That thing's got a lot of energy behind it after being that large and coming down that. And, I mean, he got in front of it, and essentially it wasn't the thing hitting him that hurt him. It's the fact that it bounced him into the stands behind him.
Well, they actually showed it hit him and he slammed back. Well, he fractured 2 vertebrae.
Oof.
He has worked at Disney for 30 years.
He's been
He was not a young man.
No, he was part of the Indiana Jones stunt show. He's performed in it. He's been one of the stunt guys.
They are removing that.
The
they're removing that. No, they're removing the ball, the stone.
They did take them.
But he said he can't wait to get back to work.
Well,
Like as soon as he's healed, he's going back to work. But so that was an update on him. I saw that this morning. I'm like, oh, I wanted to tell because I know we talked about that.
And
But
there
that
was a
thing's
GoFundMe for him.
inflatable,
There was a-
400 pounds.
Yeah. No, there was a
There was a GoFundMe?
A GoFundMe for him.
Why? Disney should have paid for all of that.
Fun. Well, again, let's talk about the issue of how health insurance works in this friggin' country of ours. But yeah,
I don't want you to crash out. I was just trying to be like, hey, update on the guy.
I know that. There was a GoFundMe created for a cast member injured by the runaway boulder prop during the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Let me put this here up on the screen.
And what did it? How much did it net?
Let's see.
Which guy is he? The guy in the middle?
He's the guy in the middle.
Okay.
This guy right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's the Indiana Jones performer. He wasn't there. He was fine. And then this is one of my favorite attractions at the at Disney World. So
all right, how much did it raise?
Hold on. Well, let's look there. Disney staff GoFundMe raised money.
Man, when it hit him, damn, did it hit him?
It looked like it hurt.
He slammed hard. I hadn't seen the video till today. And I jumped when I first saw it. I was like, boom. I was like, holy guacamole, Batman.
Because there have been a few different GoFundMes, especially for the ones that have been, a lot of cast members got laid off by Disney, too, after COVID. I got to look for it.
Okay.
But...
Well, this has been another Thursday edition with the What Will Elliot Put in His Mouth segment. Today we talked about all the cartoons that you loved as a child. And yes, Fire Trustee Eddie Saunders says, be sure you have an operable carbon monoxide detector with this cold that's going to be blowing in. Well, it blew in because right now it's 13 degrees. Everybody stay warm, stay safe. Elliot, what do we say?
Oh, wait a minute. As of the publishing of the article, $4,000 has been raised, and they want to get it to 10. Some portion of that is going to be going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, very cool.
Because even in our darkest times, we can think of others, and we should always be kind.
Be like George. Be kind.
We'll see you tomorrow, folks.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger,